Hello, welcome back to Peace Storm. I am Pluvius Lilon, and today on Danganronpa 2, we're about to obtain the Mangekyo Sharingan. It's what Gundam would have wanted. Alright, so who set the lounge clock's alarm? Probably Gundam. Who was in the lounge since early morning? Probably Gundam. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Probably Gundam. Yeah, Nekomaru's weakness is the button on the back of his neck, but I don't have that. The wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. Killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? The thing. Yeah, the strawberry button door. The strawberry door button. What was the fake weapon left at the tower? The hammer, but we don't have that yet. Who gathered at the lounge? Why did Nekomaru fall? Who heard the rumbling noise? Okay, so this is a fake. This is also a fake. So this one's got to go somewhere. Okay. That takes care of the first stock. Okay, Nekomaru's weakness. It's the button on the back of his neck. Alright. Stock 3, here we go. Oh, nope. Alright, that wasn't it. Yeah, the fake weapon was the hammer. Bum. Okay, so these are fakes. And this is also a fake. So this has got to go somewhere. What? Okay, I feel like those two would have been interchangeable, but whatever. Okay. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to the Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anyone else. That secret being Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time, In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower, so he decided to just try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the goodnight button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to make it look like the weapon, and wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30, well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of the wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way down to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko, meaning the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you. Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well. Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself. I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe.
You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it. Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka. My beloved deadly foes, let the voting time begin. Wow. I had a B even though I died twice. Just kind of did the old spray and pray for the first several rounds.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever. Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part. It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing Funhouse was Gundam Tanaka. Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue. Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish this until we hear it from Gundam. No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to someone who is lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something. Which is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct? You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh? Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died. Lost and died? If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that. What do you mean? Explain. Fine then. Then I shall reveal it all. Within the final den room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent, and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare-down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death. A fight that risked life and death? He was serious, too. He gave it his all to kill me. Huh? If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself. nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing. Mechamaru really did that? Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru. This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere! That's a great line. And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me? I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance. You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Oh, that's Nekomaru talking. You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you've got. Nekomaru need I. Your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
Why? Why did you fight? We were all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong.
I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die? There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Wait, are you telling us just to wait until we starve to death?
I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up. Giving up on life. That's just an insult to life itself. Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism? In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism. That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself? If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life. It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
Are you saying that just to justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right? Ugh!
That man, he had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I've betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth. Another absolute truth is, there are no absolute truths. Don't you think it's a better alternative than slowly starving to death here? That belief is why you committed your crime. Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too? Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but... compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that
Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance.
Gundam, don't tell me... You didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you?
I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question. Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools. Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible.
Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that.
Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yay, got it! I've prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka. Please wait, this is just too much. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Miss Sonia.
Please, I beg of you.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself.
Gundam. It's fine to start for reals, right?
Yes, I do not mind. However, what is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there's no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously. That is Gundam Tanaka. I shall stick with my evil until the very end. Open sesame, pandemonium. I shall fill hell with true hell.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time! Shit.
Well, I guess it doesn't hit quite as hard as Mikan's death, even though, what the... Okay. Stampeded. Because, like, even though he's being soon about it, he's clearly, like, sacrificing himself. Oh shit, he's drawing a summoning circle. Yeah, this a ritual? Sending yourself back to hell? Aww. Man, this might have been, like, the most standard execution yet. Aside from the... Oh shit, he's not going to hell. His animal buddies just carried him up to heaven. Gundam! No, no! Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that. Damn it. Damn it! I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something. Yeah, you and me both, sister.
You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me. Damn it, why am I so weak? Such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best. You are right. This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not, Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he'll be very cross with us.
He didn't go to hell, though.
You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
So, how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class trial's over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that. Hold on! How much longer are you gonna keep doing this?
Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue? Now then. Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hold on a sec. That mood shift is too damn fast.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want. And then, let's do our best again.
Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end. Once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group is definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Oh shit, who? Oh, Nagito.
Yeah, is he gonna be the next victim?
Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information. I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all, even if it costs me my life. For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Alright, Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Thanks for coming.
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. You all alone tonight, too? So, what's up? Your face looks scary.
I see, so you can tell.
Perhaps you found out who the traitor is.
You know me well. is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet.
I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown's gonna take a little more time. So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
I summoned you because there is something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room.
Oh yeah, what about it?
There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
What's weird?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person. The total number of students should be 16, right? But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
That's right. I just reused the stuff from the former I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
I wonder.
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information?
What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
That's not my point. My point is, you already know who the traitor is.
What's wrong with that? Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monomi after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me.
Their existence means nothing, huh?
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff.
That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Cooperation?
Your purpose... it's to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too. However, in exchange I want to know who the traitor is.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Obviously that's a big no-no. I mean, that would make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too.
Well, I knew you would say that.
Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on.
Just as I thought, you saw right through me. No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist.
You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Reminds you... I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Huh?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called the ultimate hope.
The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
He's talking about Makoto.
Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Hmm?
Who are you waiting for in this island?
Huh?
Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island? Well, answer my question.
If that's the case, that person is already on this island. Wouldn't that be exciting?
Oh, what's gonna happen? Damn it! Danganronpa. The Hellhound earring. I shall cherish it. After being released from the funhouse, we went back to living our less than ordinary lives. And just like before, our day begun with us all gathering at the restaurant. You know, every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is. The restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before. Of course it feels spacious. There are less than half of us here now than there were at the beginning. Stupid fool, get it together. Huh? Did you hear something? It's Nekomaru. That was Coach Nekomaru's voice. What are you talking about? He's no longer... What are you laughing about? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep grossing me out like that.
Hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone.
More importantly, I'm starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant. Seriously. I'm starting to realize how valuable Teru Teru was.
Ugh, don't ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you about something important.
Important?
This. It took all night to make it.
Is that a Nekomaru doll?
I'm no doll. I'm Mini Maru.
Mini Maru?
I took some parts from him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it freaking adorable?
Oh. It's so cute. Thanks, I'll keep it.
Huh. Never said anything about giving it away.
Don't be so stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right?
Whoa, hey now, that's a bully's logic. Well, it doesn't matter. I made this to cheer you guys up anyway. And as long as we have it, we won't forget, you know? About Nekomaru's sacrifice for us. We're standing here today because of him. So if we're gonna prevent something like that from ever happening again, I guess we gotta fight too, right? We can't just keep running away.
I gotta admit, I never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome.
Of course.
In the end, Gundam told us never to give up on life. So I will never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me.
Miss Sonia, what did you think of my little pep talk?
Oh, did you say something?
Well, I was up all night memorizing that speech.
There's the punchline. I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi.
I am Mini-Maru. I'm only half as happy to be thanked by you. Oh, by the way, you can also use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure points.
Are you serious? That's amazing.
Of course, I made it after all.
Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it. Akane looks really happy.
Anyway, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do. You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the friggin' time.
But still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during the last class trial. Well, he's always been a dangerous bastard, but he's crossed the line, you know?
And that's even more reason we should avoid him.
But even if we do avoid him, what are you gonna do if he approaches us?
Nagito's sudden change was really weird. I wonder, did he figure something out that we're not aware of? Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about? Huh? That? You know, what Nagito said during the trial. You still don't realize it. Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? I forgot, except for Hajime, of course. What did he mean by except for Hajime?
Are you really the traitor after all?
No, it's not like that. I didn't really want to say it, but I guess I have no choice. To tell you the truth, unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never part of Hope's Peak Academy's primary department. I'm a Reserve Corps student from the Reserve Department. Reserve Department? It means, unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent at all. Apparently, I'm just a normal person. Is that all?
What? That's it? Dude, don't ever scare me like that.
It's not something I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I thought I just forgot. I thought I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had talent all along. But shit! My whole life, I've just wanted to feel confident about myself. I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I'd finally become someone I could be proud of. Not some fucking backup student.
Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the Reserve Department.
She's right. No matter what, you are our friend. You know, there's a saying in Japan. Fear is grateful for the danger. The hell? You're saying that all wrong. So everyone was here. It was a real close battle. I apologize. I was trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong thing.
Well, it doesn't matter. Stuff is just hard to say sometimes.
Huh? That's weird. Maybe you can't see me. Whoa, what the heck? You're covered in blood. Ah, you saw me. Yes, that's right. The Mono Beast this time was very strong. Gross. Don't get close to me. Get out of here. No gratitude. I'm being treated like filth.
Hey, why don't you clean that blood off? We're trying to eat.
Ah, yes. I'm ashamed of myself. There we go. Now then, allow me to report to you all once again. After a fierce battle that's never been seen in history, I finally succeeded in conquering the last Mono Beast. Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island.
I see.
What a thin reaction. It's like I'm surrounded by tons of shabu-shabu from an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Don't tell me this again. You're gonna say stuff like, it's not like we can get off this island, why bother going to the new island? Well, it's true I don't really expect much. But who said we weren't gonna go? Obviously we're gonna go, dumbass. Huh? Assuming we're thinking about running away is a mistake, or assuming we were thinking about running away was a mistake. Because if we can't run, we'll fight. I'll crush everyone who put us through all this crap in one blow.
Fight? Seriously? That fearsome group is called World Ender for a reason, you know?
Why, did you forget what you said earlier?
Dumbass, I only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia.
Don't brag about that. Settle down. If you have the power to fight among yourselves, then direct that power toward our enemy. Now then, let us go forth. Offense is the best defense. You're right. Now's not the time for us to be bickering.
I don't really get it, but when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil. Alright, I'm getting pumped up. Let's charge our way to that new island.
Future Foundation, Monokuma, Monomi. I'll crush them all at once.
Even me?
You guys seem reliable.
Don't talk like you're not included. You're a friend too, you know?
You're right. Then I gotta do my best too.
As we left the restaurant, the expressions on our faces were clearly different than they were before. They were filled with strong will and determination. Armed with that, we began walking toward the last island. But the clouds in my heart still lingered. I couldn't stop thinking about the reserve department. And that filled me with this strange, uncomfortable feeling, like a small bone was lodged in my throat. But I tried not to think about it. I tried to stay focused on moving forward. Right. Chapter 5. Smile at Hope in the Name of Despair. With the Mono Beast gone, we crossed the 5th bridge and arrived at the final island. So this is the last island. Enormous buildings towered everywhere, as if the entire island were one gigantic city. It felt very sci-fi, as though the island was a snapshot of an urban metropolis from the near future. I guess it has an ambience befitting of a final island. Okay, well, we'll explore this island next episode, because it's getting pretty late. And I've been recording for like 3 hours now. So the past 3 episodes I recorded them all in a row. So I think we're gonna stop for tonight. Yeah, you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, then no further actions required on your part. And we'll see you. We'll see you at this final island as we explore it. But yeah, bye. That's a creepy ass monitor. Bye.